The Untold Story of Jezebel, the Wicked Queen of Israel, Book of Jasher, a queen who defied the prophets, a woman whose name became a symbol of wickedness. But was Jezebel just a power-hungry queen, or was there more to her story? This is the story of Jezebel, as revealed in the ancient book of Jasher, a story of ambition, idolatry, and a brutal end that shook Israel to its core. The rise of a Phoenician princess. Before she became the infamous Queen of Israel, Jezebel was a Phoenician princess, daughter of Ethbaal, the king of Tyre. Her people worshipped Baal and Asherah, gods of fertility, storms, and war. She was not just a princess, she was a priestess, trained in the dark arts of sorcery and sacrifice. According to the book of Jasher, Jezebel was no ordinary woman. She was cunning, intelligent, and fiercely devoted to her gods. When her father forged an alliance with King Ahab of Israel, she was sent as his queen. And with her, she brought something that would change Israel forever: idol worship. Ahab and the influence of Jezebel. Jezebel was no passive queen. The book of Jasher describes her as a woman who despised weakness. When she saw Israel's prophets speaking of a single God, Yahweh, she saw them as a threat. And so, she acted. Under her reign, the prophets of Yahweh were slaughtered, the altars of the true God were torn down, and Baal worship became the new law of the land. The drought and Elijah's challenge. But the God of Israel did not remain silent. A prophet named Elijah stood against Jezebel, declaring that there would be no rain in the land until Israel repented. For 3 years, the heavens were shut, and Jezebel's kingdom crumbled. But instead of repenting, she sought to destroy Elijah, sending assassins after him. Yet, the prophet escaped her grasp. The showdown on Mount Carmel then came, the ultimate test. Elijah challenged the prophets of Baal to call down fire from their God. From morning till evening, they cried out, slashed themselves, and chanted in desperation. But Baal remained silent. Then Elijah called upon the God of Israel. Fire rained from heaven, consuming the sacrifice. The people fell on their faces, declaring, "The Lord is God," and the prophets of Baal. They were executed that very day. The fall of Jezebel. But Jezebel was not finished. Even after Ahab's death, she ruled through her sons, manipulating the throne of Israel. Yet, the book of Jasher speaks of a prophecy against her, a prophecy of blood and disgrace. Jehu rode into Jezreel, and Jezebel, knowing her end was near, adorned herself in royal garments, painting her face. But Jehu was not deceived. With a single command, her own eunuchs threw her from the window. She fell to her death, her blood splattering against the palace walls. And as prophesied, the dogs devoured her flesh, leaving nothing but her skull, hands, and feet, so that no one would ever say, "Here lies Jezebel." A warning for generations. Jezebel's story is more than history, it's a warning. The book of Jasher portrays her not just as a queen, but as a force of rebellion, defiance, and destruction. Her name became synonymous with wickedness, and her fate a lesson to all who stand against the Most High. What do you think of Jezebel's story? Was she merely a power-hungry queen, or was there something more sinister at work? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more ancient mysteries and biblical history.